Hey everyone, New 12 here. Welcome back to Umineko, episode 7, wrap up. I have no idea how long this is. This will probably be like 10 minutes at most. I'll probably end up tacking this onto the first of the episode 8 because there's just not much to talk about, to be honest. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. We got all of our answers to who's doing what, what's going on, why it's going on. All the important questions were really answered. Got the epitaph right because I was really lucky that Google had what I needed to have. And that the Taipei Metro Station website was in English. Or at least had the English names for those areas. If it was in Taiwanese, I'd imagine. I don't know what they speak there. If they had that, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to solve it. Because I wasn't using any Google Translate or anything like that. Because I feel it's a little bit cheating to do that. Because it's like, if you don't know what the word is, it's kind of unfair to end up looking up said word. And that kind of stuff. So I didn't do any of that. I just got lucky, really lucky. That's about it, really. I mean, the characters we got, to fully appreciate, the struggle of what they've had to go through. It's really depressing just to see their life before, during, and right before the crime or whatever. It's really depressing, honestly. There's nothing else to really say other than that is just all around a shitty situation. There's nothing Battler could have, well, I don't want to say, he couldn't have controlled the situation as far as his mother dying. And him leaving because of an action by Rudolph is kind of what triggered the whole thing. He just had more important things to look at and not realize how he was hurting someone else in the process of doing so. Which is shitty, but it's understandable why. So it's just like a really bad miscommunication between the two. Like if he had sent a letter explaining himself, if he had remembered it in that way and sent a letter, I'd imagine everything would be 1,000 times better. Because he said, "Oh, I'm still coming. I just need a couple more years or whatever." Then this story is completely turned around. Because then the whole escapism justification for waiting and all that gets flipped on its head. And gets, verified and said, "Oh, look, it is just a test type thing," and then it just keeps going like that. So it's immensely different. If that was the case. Then we got the tea parties with Angie being shown the quote-unquote truth. We don't know if it's the truth. We can only speculate that it might be the truth. Maybe. It's probably the truth. I mean, it's hard to say, honestly. Because either way, it's just absolutely awful to think about. In either regard, if it is true or not true. The thing is, though, Ava talks about how she's, was upset with, Angie, talking about how she killed her family and all that stuff. I would say Ava needs to be more of an adult in this situation, understand that a child just lost her parents. You should probably be more considerate and understanding of the situation they're in, regardless of what they're saying. And in this case, she was right. I mean, the situation's different than probably what Angie was imagining, but she's right. She did kill Kyrie and Rudolph. Self-defense for Rudolph and Kyrie, but still killing him. Still killed Battler. I mean, how else would he have died? I mean, if he died in the explosion, then she intentionally didn't tell him about it. He was going towards the chapel when Ava killed Rudolph, so it's understandable that he probably passed Ava on the way there. Did she just let him go? Like, there's a lot of things that are unanswered there that are left to be ambiguous, whether she killed him or not. And it was kind of framed in a way to make Ava as sympathetic as possible with how, like, the crime was going about, that she had no other choice but to do these things. I mean, she still killed Natsu in cold blood for no reason other than, quote, she rushed me. Happens a lot. But it's that kind of thing that really is what makes it hard to understand what the truth is and what quote unquote truth, because we don't know. Even like with red truth and all that, it's still pretty subjective because you can twist it into something else, making it not really a technical truth. And so it's just, there's so much different things going on here that's just really, really well done, I should say. That it's honestly just so fucking well written. I can't say anything about it because it's so well done. I'm just left in awe of how it's all been coming together. It's crazy. The writing, everything that was foreshadowed, everything that was brought up, all these different ideas of what's true, what's not true, what even is truth. I mean, all these different ideas of being brought up, and it's just really interesting to tackle and talk about. That's just left me fucking speechless for one of the first times in my life. Next episode, I have no idea what we'll go through. I mean, we have Battler saying he's going to show Angie the truth, and then we have Burns saying she's going to show the truth, so I'm assuming there's going to be two quote-unquote truths being shown. We got to choose which one's right, probably. I don't want to see Burns' truth. I don't. That doesn't sound fun at all. It's just crazy how these characters are written, how well done they are. Because even characters you're supposed to not like and enjoy, like Erica, I've started missing her, to be honest. And I don't want to say that, but I started to miss her right now. And I kind of have to stop myself and saying, no, I don't want her back though. I hated her. Oh god, it's just a love-hate relationship there, very toxic. The farther I'm away from her, the closer I want to be, but the second I get near her, I want her away for as far as possible. A toxic relationship, the worst. Oh god. I don't want her to be coming. I doubt she'll show up though, I mean, well, but then again, she probably will, because I mean, it's the final. Last episode, everyone's probably gonna show up. I mean, fucking Kasumi's probably gonna show up. Because, I mean, it would be really strange just to leave out, like, half the characters that have been shown. I mean, I'd imagine everyone's going to make an appearance, at least a little, in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't mean I necessarily want Erica to show up as how she usually shows up. But I can't say it's an entirely bad thing if she does show up. Regardless, that's really all I have to say about it. I mean, it's self-explanatory. I had talked about it a lot during this episode. There's nothing really to go off on. I mean, there's no mystery left. The story is done. I mean, it's over. Go home. I mean, that's all that's left. I mean, I'm hoping for a really just happy ending, honestly. That's all I'm wishing for right now. I don't know if I'll get it. I hope I get it, because there's no mystery. I mean, it's been solved. Claire's been laid to rest. Beatrice is done. There is no more question. There is no mystery. There's no riddle to solve. There's no murders to solve. Everything's done. Everything's taken care of. There's no point into them happening anymore, other than to beat a dead horse and to make someone suffer, which is Burns' forte. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be part of the first episode in episode 8. See you guys then. Hey everyone, welcome back to Umineko. It's time to start episode 8. Whew, I'm ready for this. Good morning. This farewell is sad for me as it is for you. I've prepared a goodbye party for tonight. A game tournament will be included as well. A fucking tournament. The difficulty is small, but not to be trifled with. Why don't you try joining in now at the end? I don't like the sound of that. This story is fictional. Surprise. Okay. Good, we're opening back up with the chapel. The two silhouettes could be seen in the chapel, a big brother and his little sister. The big brother who had never returned from that day 12 years in the past, and the little sister who waited all alone 12 years in the future. However, the big brother knew everything, understood everything, and the little sister knew nothing, understood nothing. So no matter how much time passed, the little sister remained as the girl she had been 12 years before. She remained a 6-year-old girl forever. Her sobs into her big brother's chest finally subsided. She quietly waited for his next words. After patting her head gently, the big brother fished around inside his shirt pocket. Then he took that out. And take care of what? Ballo took a large key attached to a necklace out of his pocket and held it out to Angie. It was large enough to cover Balor's entire palm. And little Angie probably wouldn't even be able to wrap her hand around all the way around it. The key glittered gold and had a beautiful, intricate design. Its weight alone made it clear that this key was something very important. Balor put the necklace around Angie's neck. That's good to know. Of course, she didn't have a clue what Balor was saying. I really don't either. But she did realize that he was telling her to take good care of this key. So Angie nodded, and at least in response to that part. In her hand, the key had felt heavy. Now that it was around her neck, it felt as light as an ordinary necklace. How strange. She had been sure that her brother was about to sit down. Just a second ago, he had said that he'd tell her what happened on Rokkenjima that day. She had thought that he would tell her here. So he does understand after all. What happened on that island that day? Trying to answer that question was all I was capable of, so I wished for nothing more. But if I could, I'd want to go there. To that island, on that day. To Rokkenjima, the day that I couldn't go. To the Ushirimiya mansion. Mom and Dad. All the cousins, all the relatives. And everyone else. I want to go back to that island on that day. So I've always remained the way I was on that day. My heart and soul stopped, stuck in a 6-year-old's forever.
お兄ちゃんはもうゲームマスターなんだ。ゲーム版の全てを知る者だけがゲーム版を開き駒を招くことができる。だから俺はエンジェをゲーム版へ招待する。
私をあの日のロッケン島へ連れて行ってくれるの？
ああ、エンジェを1986年のロッケン島へ招待。
会えるの？みんなに。
もちろん。
私もう記憶もおぼろげでみんなの顔はっきりと思い出せないのに。
すぐに思い出すさ。そしてエンジェにとっては12年ぶりの再会でも、俺たちにとってはしばらくぶりでしかないんだ。みんな歓迎する。12年の遠い未来からようやく帰ってきたエンジェをみんな歓迎してくれる。
私はいつまでもそこにいられるの
？This way, I'll be able to be with everyone forever. This the goal I'm supposed to reach.
エンジェ、よくお聞き。
But Battler spoke in an admonishing tone, as though warning me that this dream would not be
ロ
granted.
ッケン島の親族会議は一泊で終わる。あの日は台風だったから船の都合で2泊だったけれどね。
それが過ぎたら私は島から帰らなくてはならないの？
Yep.
少し違う。それを決めるのもエンジェなんだ。エンジェがそれを決める。
I understand, of course. I don't exist on the island on that day. It's a miracle just to be invited there like this. Just the 2 days before the typhoon passes. Just getting those 2 days to myself is already the sort of miracle that will never come again. If I'm greedy enough to ask for more, that faint miracle might vanish. Even though I thought this, my young heart, which was still 6 years old, wasn't satisfied with that short-lived miracle.
帰りたくない。
わかるよ。
いつまでもみんなと一緒にいる。家族で一緒にいる。お兄ちゃんがもう帰らなくちゃって言っても私はロッケン島に残る。
残るのが正しいとか帰るのが正しいとかそういうのじゃないんだよ、エンジェ。
それでもそれを私が選ぶの？
そうだよ。そのための鍵がそれなんだよ。
Battler touched the glittering key that hung from Angie's neck.
私の答えはもう決まっ。
今は選ばなくていい。選ぶべき時はすぐに訪れるから。その時のエンジェの素直な心でその鍵をどう使うか選ぶ。お兄ちゃんの言うことなんか何も聞かなくてもいい。エンジェのわがままなように。でももしもエンジェがいい子でお兄ちゃんを信用できるなら。
信用できるなら？
お兄ちゃんの言うことは全て信じなさい。
全て信じる。
それがエンジェにとって一番いい選択になるから。お兄ちゃんの言葉に耳を傾け、そして全てを信じなさい。できるかい？
わかんない。
それでもいい。 信じたいものだけを信じればいい。それもエンジが決めていいんだよ。
お兄ちゃんを信じないとこの夢は覚めてしまうの？
そんなことはない。だから安心していいよ。
For some reason, Angie was suspicious of her brother and scared of him. Her wish was to remain on the island on that day, together with her family forever. She was afraid that once she got her two miraculous dates and accepted them, her brother might tell her to return to 12 years in the future all alone.
さっきも言ったと思う。残るのが正しいとか、そういうのはないんだよ。それをエンジェが決める。そしてそれは今すぐ決めなくていい。
そのどちらかの選択を誰も強要しない？
もちろん。
お兄ちゃんは私に未来へ帰れなんて言わない？
お兄ちゃんはエンジェに選んでほしいある選択がある。それをエンジェが自発的に選んでくれることを望んでる。だから望んではいるが、エンジェの
私もさっき言った。私の答えはもう決まっているよ。
俺もさっき言った。今はそれを選択する時じゃない。
それはいつ？
その鍵がいずれ教えてくれるよ。
The large gold key hung from Angie's neck. Her small hand held it tightly. At that moment, she noticed a book lying on the chapel's altar. The book had a lock on it and was sealed so that it could not be read without a key. Angie looked between the key hanging in her chest and the book on the altar. Yeah, looks like it'll fit in there.
あの本はこの鍵で開くの？
No.
あの本はダメだ。
Okay, buddy. His sudden forceful response made Angie flinch. Battler, realizing he had scared Angie, softened his expression. Just kidding.
さあ、行こう。1986年10月4日にエンジェを招待するよ。
Battler held out his hand and Angie gripped it tightly. Then they started walking. A brilliant light lay beyond the chapel's door. Then blinding light peeked in through the cracks around the door. The brother and sister began to walk through to the other side. Absolutely adorable.
おかえり、エンジェ。そしてこれで最後なんだ。このゲーム版をエンジェのために。最後にもう一度だけ開く。
Damn. That's just sad sounding. Oof. I can't believe this is going to be the last time I see an opening for Umineko. It's actually kind of sad that I think about it. Hopefully there won't be too many sad moments in here. Because I don't need that in my life right now. Whew. I'm ready. My body is ready for this, and I hope it's good. Once again, Captain Kawabata's ferry boat to Rokkenjima cut across the sea in perfect form. Yes, the tale of October 4th, 1986 always begins with Battler's screams, but this time one thing was different. There was another person's yell alongside Battler's. Battler was screaming, the other was laughing. Absolutely adorable. Alongside this big brother who is grasping at the handrail, screaming at no one. In a way no one that age should scream, was the little sisters also grasping the handrail and jumping around like it was right at the amusement park. George and the others just couldn't hold in their laughter at the difference.
6年を経てもバトラ君は本当に賑やかだね。
エンジェもマリアも今年はひときわ賑やかだぜ。
いとこ5人が全員揃うのってひょっとしてこれが初めて？
あれ、そうかな。なるほどね。今年はこれまでになく最高に賑やかってわけだ。
ジョージの兄貴、これ早すぎねえか。頼むよ、船の人に言ってスピードを下げてもらってくれ。
こんなので早すぎなんてバトラ情けない。バトラ情けない。ヘンジェ、もっと早いのがいい。もっともっと。
これ以上早くなったらお兄ちゃん船から落ちちゃうぞ。いいのか、落ちて。落ちる
多数決の結果、バトラ君の速度を下げるという提案は
却下みてえだぜ。
ほらほら、お兄ちゃん落ちちゃうよ。落ちちゃうよ。
You're such a bitch.
怖がりのバトラはくすぐりの刑だ。
よせ、やめろマリア。エンジェもやめろ。ダメ
ー。よかった。エンジェの体調心配だったんだけど。
一人だけ留守番じゃ気の毒だしな。無理にでも連れてきてよかったぜ。
直前に大きく体調を崩したって聞いてたけれど、それが今朝になったらケロリよ。子供って本当にすごいわ。
緊張が体調に出るタイプなんやろな。そういうのはいざ当日を迎えるとケロッと治ることもあるもんや。
It's good to have her here regardless.
いとこ5人ではしゃぐのが楽しくて楽しくて仕方ないでしょうね。
子供たちが楽しそうにしているのを見ているとこっちまで元気になってきますね。
The adults smiled as they watched the children play around. Angie, who had gotten very sick and who was supposed to have been absent at one point in time, made a miraculous recovery. Thanks in part to her strong desire to join in, she had come along to the family conference with the others. And so, for the first time ever, all 5 cousins were gathered together. October 4th, 1986 became a day like no other. a crazy day, that's for sure. The kids dashed up the path leading from the harbor to the rose garden. Now I need to see what Angie's little thing is. Rudolph Curious, daughter, Battler's younger sister from a different mother. She gets sick easily, but she managed to get better just in time to attend this year's family conference. So she's happy this year, surrounded by her beloved family and relatives. And that's sad. Man, I'm depressed now. And then she hasn't had her family this entire time. I'm sad.